This is a confession by Auntie Louise, and it's titled The Lantern Head of Punggol Avenue. I grew up in one of the private houses along one of the Punggol avenues. My room was on the third floor, which I shared with my elder sister. The window is circular, and that's the iconic design feature of our home. Side information: my father was an architect. Those who recognize the round window will know exactly which avenue I'm talking about. From my window, it overlooks the garden and the front gate. Opposite my house, back then, there was a forested area. When I was younger, I would say that I had the third eye. But as I got older, I began to lose the ability to see things. I think my parents knew about it because I remember them telling me to keep quiet, don't talk about it. But being young, I had no filter. Anything that I saw, I would just point it out. To me, they were not really scary, just whimsical. Fortunately, I didn't meet any gruesome and ugly ones. I might have met a Pontianak once, I think. I couldn't see her face, but it was tall, very tall. The signature long white flowing gown and long black hair. I waved at it, and it flew away. This was long before I even knew what Pontianak was. I only learned about this entity in secondary school, during a school camp, where the more vocal classmates were sharing stories to frighten one another. I could also see my dolls coming to life and the religious idols at home moving about. Although, much to my own chagrin, my sisters and parents couldn't see what I was seeing. To my sister, who was 5 years older than me, I was the baby of the family with an overactive imagination. That still didn't stop me from pointing out to her and frightening her into yelling for my parents. The more they didn't want me to talk about it, the more I did. One of the entities I befriended was a lady. She visited me many times, and always only during the 7th month Hungry Ghost Festival. She would stand outside my house and look up to my window. I say look because she didn't exactly have eyes, or a head for the matter. But by the position of her body, I knew that she was facing my direction. She wore a red traditional dress, and in place of her head was an old Chinese funeral lantern. As I had mentioned earlier, opposite my house was a forest. There was nothing there that I could have mistaken for something as bright as a lantern. And it wasn't as if someone was holding a lantern in front of her face either. She visited my home for 3 years, and when I got to the age of 12 or 13, I wasn't able to see her anymore. I could feel what she felt. We both felt lonely and misunderstood. There was also a lot of pain and angst. Whenever she appeared, I would cry uncontrollably. While I enjoyed her near nightly visits, the problem was that whenever she was around, mishaps and misfortunes followed. Back then, I was too young to understand, but eventually, when my parents and I spoke about it openly during my adult years, I learned that for each of those 3 years, there was a death in my house. And on recollection now, my home wasn't the only one that was affected. The first victim to be claimed by the lady with the lantern head was my domestic help. Back then, my parents told me that she had left us to return home, but in actual fact, she had passed away. But what was peculiar was that my help had told my mum the night before she passed that she had seen a lantern floating outside in the garden. My mother, who couldn't see what she saw, told the help that it was probably someone burning paper outside on the streets, and the lantern was just a floating piece of burnt offering that she had seen. But the help was insistent that it was unmistakably a lantern. The help did not wake up the next morning. The following year, a family friend visited from overseas and stayed with us for the week. She too saw a floating lantern and fell ill the next day. She cut her trip short and left, and that was the last time my parents heard of her. When news got back to them months later, this family friend had apparently gone into a coma and never recovered. The third year, we lost our dog. It had been barking incessantly one night at the gate. This incident I recall very clearly because I could see what my dog was barking at, and I remember even chuckling to myself. When I woke up the next morning, my parents told me that my dog must have run off. Of course, I cried and cried my eyes out, and that is how I remember this third incident so very vividly. What they didn't tell me, though, was that my dog had died, and they had buried him in the forested area opposite our home. According to my parents, there were other incidents. A vase falling off the cupboard, and a broken glass piercing my father's leg. The fruits on our jackfruit tree in our garden rotted away. Giant centipedes were appearing out of nowhere and devoured my mother's herb garden. To be fair, many of these things could be purely coincidental, and I am not willing to draw a supernatural conclusion from them. You know how the mind works when it comes to fear? In my line of work, I'm trained to only draw conclusions from direct evidence. The last time she appeared to me, I remember that day very well, even though this incident had taken place more than 50 years ago. The lady with the lantern head beckoned me to follow her. She said that I didn't belong here and that she was going to take me to a place where I belonged. I remember saying I didn't want to go without my family, and I had to ask for permission first. The entire night, the thought repeated itself in my head. Follow me to a place where you belong. I cried that night till my pillows were soaked, but thankfully, I didn't get to sleep that night. I sat at my window just looking at her until daybreak, and then she vanished. That was the last I saw of her. We moved out of that house many years later, and I drove by that place on a few occasions since. But the entire neighborhood had changed drastically now. I couldn't recognize the Punggol I grew up in. Every time I drive into Punggol at night, I keep a lookout, hoping to see a bright floating lantern, but I never did.
really don't feel good right here.
I'm getting a vibe.
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
And good Friday evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Friday Night Live. This is 2026, episode 6 with me. My very special guest today is Zoe.
Hi, hello.
And of course, running point on operations is Mary Mai.
Hello.
Just right here.
Hello.
And if you've just joined us from watching our featured confession, that was Zoe today at 9 o'clock, talking about synesthesia. And what the hell is that? Most of us probably heard it for the very first time. And if you have got the featured confession, you probably got a good idea what synesthesia is about. And today we have Zoe here with us because there's so many more questions that I have to ask. And it's not just that. Because, as you know, Friday Night Live and Supernatural Confessions, we bring people here in the hot seat, especially when they have a ghost story to share. In this case, what if someone has the uncanny gift of seeing colors in everyday life? Will that make a difference in the supernatural field? Does this explain somewhat having a third eye? So all this and more for the next 1.5 hours, possibly just a little bit more, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to entertain you tonight, and lots of stuff we're going to talk about is probably the first time for most of us. But yeah, before we start going on to the main topic, you probably be wondering, what is Zoe scribbling about on her iPad? That's because Zoe sees things, sees voices and sounds in color and images, and she's actually doodling out what she sees when I speak.
Yes, that's right. So a lot of the sounds do trigger a shape, a color, a texture, and they're very dynamic and they're moving. Well, I'm not animating it now, so I'm just going to do something static. But basically, so voices have colors and sound. The chair squeaking also has its own shape and sound. Basically anything but the piano for some reason.
Oh.
The piano is the only thing that I cannot see. And I thought that it doesn't trigger any of my synesthesia, but recently I'm kind of suspicious about it. Maybe it is like so crystal clear that I don't see it. Because sometimes I see the imprint on the piano on the other colors, but I don't see the piano. So it's a bit, I'm still trying to figure that out. But yeah, most of the sounds,
for most of us who may be clueless about synesthesia, what I always promise you on Friday Night Live is, yes, ghost story is the core, the front and center of what we do at Supernatural Confessions. But most times we walk away from watching an episode of housekeeping or Friday Night Live learning something new. And today we're going to learn what synesthesia is, spreading awareness. So some of you at home may very well be encountering this gift or ability, or the exact words that scientifically people would use is neurodivergence. And this is a good time to come on out to the comment section and says, yes, me too, because apparently 4% of the world,
4.4, but it varies from, because there are like over 80 different forms, so it ranges from 1% to 12%.
Wow.
Yeah,
See,
so there's a lot of us
that's a lot. 8 to 12%
yeah.
is a lot. Considering that what women want out of a life partner is more than 6 feet tall, making 6 digit, and being extremely stable, and that's less than 1% of the population. So there's more synesthetes around than your ideal man.
Probably. Okay. Or maybe your ideal man is a synesthete.
No, if my partner is a synesthete, I think I'll be the most annoying partner around, because I'll be like, darling, what's that color? Darling, do you get that a lot from your boyfriends?
Not really, because I didn't know it was a thing for a very long time. But when I do know, and I start sharing about synesthesia, yes, I get a lot from a lot of people. Like, they'll be like, what's my color? What color is my voice? Or how about this? What does this look like? Or what does this sound look like? So I have to get it very often.
In the last 20 minutes while waiting for the show to start, I think I pretty much got Zoe to... I pointed at things and what color? But before we get into more of synesthesia and what it is and the stories that Zoe had for us, back to Mary Mike, who will be starting off today's show with some of the confessions that he has picked up edited and curate. And this one, give us a bit of background.
Okay, this particular confession actually came in right after the latest FNL. So for those who tuned in, 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, we had Gavin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently, this confessor, when he was listening to Gavin's confessions, one of the stories resonated to him. Not just that, but apparently something happened in his room when that happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Fresh, brand new.
So this is nice. This is nice. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to read out here.
Okay.
Okay. This encounter was shared by a listener who goes by the name Kelvin. He said the memory came back to him recently while watching one of the Supernatural Confessions episodes, where Gavin talked about strange encounters at Changi Airport. Oh, so that's basically my introduction. Okay, I'll go straight to the story. At that time, he was 16 years old, and like most of his peers during the 90s, would study with a small group of friends at Changi Airport. The airport was a quiet place at night, and certain corners along the office laneways between the terminals provided peaceful spots where students could sit and study. Kelvin and 3 friends did this regularly. Did you do that when you were...
I go there, but I not to study. There's a lot of quiet corners to make out.
So that night, they finished studying at around 8:30 p.m. Instead of heading home immediately, the 4 of them decided to walk along the linkway toward the other terminal. The corridor connecting the 2 terminals was long and mostly straight, with only occasional turns along the way. It was a kind of walkway where if someone was walking behind you 100 meters away, you would still be able to see them clearly. For several minutes, nothing unusual happened. They simply talked among themselves while making their way down the corridor. Then, Kelvin happened to turn his head and glance behind him. Far down the walkway, about 100 to 200 meters, he saw a woman walking in the same direction as them. She was dressed entirely in white. The distance was far, but the contrast against the dim corridor lighting made the white clothing easy to see. Kelvin watched her for a moment before turning to his friends. He asked them casually if they noticed someone walking behind them. All 3 of them turned to look. They confirmed that there was indeed a woman following the same path, but what they said next made Kelvin uneasy. They told him the woman was dressed in black. Kelvin was certain of what he had seen. The figure behind him was wearing white. Even if the lighting had been poor, he felt there was no way he could mistake white for black. For a moment he wondered if they were joking, but 3 of them seemed completely serious. Kelvin felt a chill run through him, but he decided not to argue about it. Instead, he kept quiet and the group continued walking along the corridor. After some time, Kelvin turned his head again to check behind them. The woman was gone. He assumed she must have turned off somewhere along the linkway. The thought stayed in the back of his mind, but he did not dwell on it too much. In a place like Changi Airport, it was easy to assume someone had simply taken another route. Then, as Kelvin turned back to look forward, he saw her, far ahead of them, walking along the same corridor, the same woman. The distance between them was large, but the silhouette looked identical to the figure they had seen behind them earlier. Kelvin could not understand how she had passed them. The walkway was long and mostly straight. There had been no one walking past them. There had been no footsteps, no movement, nothing that suggested someone had overtaken them. Yet somehow, the woman who had been far behind them was now far ahead. Kelvin did not mention it to his friends. They continued walking. Eventually, the woman reached the junction ahead of them. Kelvin watched as she turned right at the corner and disappeared from sight. When the group reached the same corner a short while later, the corridor ahead was empty. There was no sign of her anywhere. The four of them eventually arrived at the other terminal. Only then did Kelvin realize something else strange. When they checked the time, they remembered starting to walk around 8:30 p.m. By the time they reached the other terminal, it was already 9:15 p.m. 45 minutes had passed. None of them could remember exactly how many turns they had taken along the way, but all of them agreed on one thing. The walk had taken far longer than it should have. The following Saturday afternoon, the group returned to Changi Airport. This time, they wanted to test the route again. They walked along the same linkway between Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. The result shocked them. The journey took less than 10 minutes. Even today, Kelvin insists that nothing unusual had happened that night that could explain the difference. They were 16-year-old students, not drinking, not smoking, and not under any influence of anything. Yet, on that particular night, a simple 10-minute walk had somehow stretched into 45 minutes. And during that walk, they had encountered a woman that Kelvin remembers clearly, one dressed in white. Though his friends still insist she was wearing black. This memory stayed buried for many years until Kelvin recently watched our Supernatural Confession episode about encounters at Changi Airport. When Gavin described seeing a woman at the airport linkway, Kelvin immediately recognized the location. The windows along the walkway looked exactly the same as the ones he remembered. After Gavin shared his experience online, something else happened. Later that night, a little after 11:45, Kelvin suddenly felt his bed shake lightly. The tremor lasted only a moment, but the timing was strange. It happened just as Gavin continued telling his story about the mysterious woman at the airport. Even today, Kelvin cannot explain what happened that night at Changi Airport. A walk that should have taken 10 minutes somehow stretched into 45. A woman who was once behind them appeared suddenly in front. And four friends who looked at the same figure could not even agree on the color of the clothes she was wearing.
You know, Kevin is actually online with us today on the show, yeah. And that particular stretch of the corridor, if you guys get a chance, go and check it out. It's open to public. You can just walk there anytime for the airport, take the lift up from the car park. It's a long stretch, and that would be how you would walk last time connecting T1 to T2. And that's where I had my own personal experiences as well. I saw something black, and I thought it was my friend. We were playing hide and seek. I was 14, so I think airport T2 just opened, so everyone was just going down, and we were just playing catching, hide and seek around. Typical secondary school kid thing. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Thanks for featuring. Thank you for submitting your confession. Where's my flower?
I don't know where you keep it. I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to finish your story last Friday? Yes, I am going to tell you about Mama. Very good reading. Come, I'll give you Tiahua first.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's also the spot where I actually encountered something. It was something black. We were playing catching, right? So along the same corridor, there were a lot of turnaways inside. And it's dead end. Offices and then toilets and dead end. So when I saw something black popping the head out, I thought it was my friend. And I ran towards it. And the head just went back in. So from the distance, when the head popped back in, and when I reached the corner, I should have seen a human being standing there.
Okay, fair.
But there's nobody. So I thought, okay, no, very fast. The person maybe jetted into the toilet or something. I went and checked the girls' toilet. The guys thought there was nobody. It's dead end. Where's that thing? So I came outside. I stood along the corridor, just looking around, and I saw my friends at the corner, and they said, "Come." And I'm like, why? Come, run! Then I just ran. After I ran towards them, we all ran away from the corridor. After that, that thing, when I was popping, went back out, the thing was right above me. So it's still popping out. So that spot is
that spot still there?
They have since renovated. Okay lah, 14 years old and now like it's been
Yeah, I know.
32 years, 32
Yeah, I
years.
mean the
So-
airport is quite advanced now.
So they've really renovated the whole place, but that stretch still exists. If you go down today, I think there's all these airport officers. I don't feel it's as cursed as it was before.
Kind of hard lah. Now it's like open, big, bright.
It's still open and big bright the last time.
Oh.
They have not changed the window, not that I recall.
So this particular thing is quite brave, huh?
Yeah, it's been there. And if you know what land airport was built on, it was old kampong villages.
Oh.
And in Singapore, if our grandparents were to be believed, almost every kampong, they have their animalistic practices, the shamanistic practices. And when they move off from the kampong towards the HDB, most of them left their pets behind. And what are the pets we're talking about? These are your Pontiana, your Lady in White,
Lady in Black.
Lady in Black.
Yeah, they still can't agree. Until today.
I mean, some people see white, some people see black. I think the best person to ask is someone with the ability to see colours. Anyway, let's go back to you, Zoe. Once again, thank you for joining us this evening. The show is generally 1.5 hours, and I say generally because most times we never finish on time. And people have been asking for part 3. I do promise you part 3 today. I will tell that story. I've been dying to tell that story because last week was supposed to be when I conclude the story, but we were out in Bangkok. Mike and I wanted to give you guys a surprise, actually. We have actually set up the live show and everything. But we didn't make any promises because I did not know how the connection in Bangkok would be. And it turns out I only had one bar.
Yeah, we did. We tried.
Couldn't.
Yeah.
But if you just join us, today is Friday Night Live, this place where we tell ghost stories, we explore supernatural topics. And while today's topic is not particularly supernatural, it is a very fine line between those who have supernatural experiences and those with the ability to see colors. And I'm probably not doing any justice by summarizing what synesthesia is. We're going to have a lot of time to talk about that. And I do believe that for 4 to 8% of the world population having synesthesia, most of you might actually have it and not realize it. Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4% is known.
4.4, yeah.
Known. So
I don't like that's the
known,
numbers that they have now.
As a reporter, there will be many that probably
Probably doesn't even know.
like this guy, this Raphael Sebastian. I have known I had synesthesia since a child.
My love for music gave me immense pleasure whenever I listen with my eyes closed, wearing headphones. It's a rare condition. Wow.
Yeah.
You are not alone, Zoe.
I am not alone. Every time when I talk about synesthesia, eventually someone would be like, "Oh, actually me too." And I'm like, there we go.
I had no idea about synesthesia until I met you, true King Fai, actually, who was a confessor last year.
Yeah.
So right now, if I plug on earphones and then I close my eyes, if I see colors, that means I got it.
You go imaginative lah.
Well,
Synesthesia means you have to be regularly, consistently seeing the same color.
yes, correct. So there's 2 criteria for synesthesia,
Okay lah,
which
it's
is
really
involuntary.
obvious lah.
Yeah,
I see.
it doesn't have to be obvious, but it has to be involuntary and consistent. Because how you see is also on a spectrum. So it can just be not seeing anything at all. You just know. Like I just know the letter A is red. I can't see the A being red in my head. I just know, but it's very consistent. And for a lot of synesthetes, there is also like a wrong color. So if someone gives me an A that looks like a B, for example, I mean I don't have this form of synesthesia, but if my A is red and someone gives me an A in blue, I'll be like, ugh, that's wrong. It happens to me very often when I'm in my daily life when something's in the wrong color or wrong shape or the wrong sound, and then I'm like, I get a little bit uncomfortable. It's usually not a big thing. I'm just like, that's wrong, but you will have that wrong sense of feeling. So it can go from just a knowing all the way to projected, me seeing it physically in front of you.
And where are you on that range of spectrum? Because you mentioned, I think there were 80 over different types of synesthesia.
Correct.
So what you have 13 of the 80.
I have 14.
14
of
Sure.
that. At least the ones that I know right now, because there are a lot of them that I discovered much later.
Yeah.
When I first found out I have synesthesia, it was only one form that I know, which is sound to color. And I specifically only thought it was music to color. And then later I realized general sounds also trigger my synesthesia. It's just that they are not colorful. They're usually white, black, or gray. So I just almost don't notice them because they're just always there. And then later I'm like, oh, okay, actually sounds do also, trigger, regular sounds also trigger.
Mike, I got to warn you something. And I asked Zoe specifically this during the interview. I said, if we fart, even if it's a silent fart, can you tell? Without pausing, she says, yes, I can.
Yeah. If I can hear the fart, then I would see the fart sound. But if I can smell the fart, then I will also see the smell of the fart. So I can smell the stank and the sound.
And she also, if you watched the featured confession just now, you will know that she sees things in thicker tapes. Have you watched Spider-Man Into the Multiverse? When the Spider-Man swings, it goes like whoosh. Yeah. Right? And then when he runs through the streets, there were like things popping up. Yeah. That's how she sees things sometimes. So if you fart an audible fart, it may just go put.
Yeah. Oh. So like when you talk, I would see subtitles basically ticker tape.
But
I don't see every single word.
So she's like that Batman show,
Kapow!
I literally see the word kapow being spelled out when you say that. Yeah.
Love it.
You know what's strange? She's reminding me of my LSD days back in.
So I did speak to what is that word again? Hallucinogen? No, like a hallucinogen expert. Okay. So he's a psychedelic expert, and LSD is one of the top 5 drugs that will induce synesthesia-like experiences, but it's not synesthesia, but it induces. I don't know if we'll get arrested saying this, but a long time ago, what we used to do was we take that. You go to a guitar and then bam, then you can see like rainbow coming out. Yeah. So the only reason.
So I destroyed like quite a lot.
Well, the only reason why it's not classified as synesthesia is because it's not consistent.
But I mean, obviously.
Yeah, but technically the experience is very. I've never taken LSD before, so I'm not sure.
You
but
don't also don't.
But apparently, if I were to take, the chances of it being more is higher than it being less. Because I've always wondered if I take,
will it like
boost or will it like down
it? Then you become like normal.
Yeah, I was like, will I become normal or? But apparently, according to the research that he did, it will boost the higher chances of it getting boosted. Yeah.
You won't know unless you try. Right.
I'm an abiding citizen. My mom is watching. I do not do drugs. Stay in school, kids.
Stay in school, kids. TELO1123. Come see Hamida. I await my Friday Supernatural experience via a magic dance from Mike. It will trigger a lot of colors. You trigger freaking rainbows, man.
Sorry, I can't see. Where is it?
That the big yellow box.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. Why is this a thing suddenly?
Mike, one day you have to dance lah.
What?
People already pop in 100 Hong Kong dollars,
Actually,
every week.
Yeah.
Actually, there are some people where dance movement have colors as well. I have something similar, but it's not really color. There are shapes and texture. So I used to dance a lot, and I would remember my choreography based on like the shape sequence plus like. So I remember like circle, square, fog. And then slimy, like I remember my choreography based on those. But there are some people where the body movement have colors. So he's not that far off. You might trigger a lot of colors if you were to dance.
Okay. Tilo, remind us before we end off tonight's show. I'll get Mike to drunk. We probably have to get him drunk a bit. Get him high.
Why?
Yeah, Stanford tried to give me and my friends LSD, but we didn't take it and laugh about how the package wasn't open a year later.
Mm-hmm.
Stanford as in Stanford College?
Who is Stanford?
I don't know. The volume of all mics are off. Zoe's the loudest and Mike keeps talking facing away from the mic.
Me being the loudest?
No,
No, you're supposed to be the loudest.
Okay.
Then we'll control from our side.
Let me see.
I hope I didn't blast anyone's ears.
No, you don't worry, you're fine. It's anything wrong with the sound system, guess who's to blame?
Me?
Mike's on the mic control.
Yeah.
Stanford is Stanford University. Okay. If you would like to make your donations, ladies and gentlemen, the best way to help us out to keep this channel going is to click on the $ beside the comment section and put in any amount you like, and we'll get a nice colored box that we will never miss because it's right out there. Also, there's a few ways to support us. If you just want no frills, $3 a month, $1 goes to YouTube, $2 goes to me. Just go to the YouTube channel where you are right now and be a member, and you will get your name coloured out, like you see some of those above, either in green or blue. One other best way to do it is patreon.com/supernaturalconfessions. And ever since I've been tweaking the content and the format, there's been lots of stuff that I've been throwing out almost on a daily basis, definitely weekly basis. And also, if you're a fan of the story that I'm talking about, Mama, I actually had a written out narrative version that I post on Patreon as well. So all that and more, go check it out, patreon.com/supernaturalconfessions. Also, one more thing, Oricate is growing, and we are very proud to tell you that we are now on TikTok. So tiktok.com/@Oricate. Go check it out, like, subscribe, and if you share any of our content with 3 of your friends, message the TikTok channel on Oricate or Oricate channel on TikTok, and Alvin De Cruz will pick the lucky winner and give you a 1-month free pass to using Oricate. If you've not tried Oricate yet, go and check it out. It's daily divination to help you level up your life and give you the best opportune time and things to do on your daily basis. So that's how you game the system. Okay, and now back to Zoe Synesthesia and her stories. Before we get to the ghost stories, I know there's a lot that you have to share. One very curious thing that I have, right? And I've been keeping this question with me throughout the whole time since I met you the first time. You can see colors on a person.
Yeah.
What happens during sexual intercourse?
Yeah, so there is a type of synesthesia called sexual synesthesia or orgasm synesthesia. I think it's part of like a tactile synesthesia, so I can see touch as well. So if people like smack me or if they slap me, I'll probably see like a very white star. And that would happen as well for like orgasms. Yeah, so it does happen for some people. Not everybody would have orgasm as well. I mean, the orgasm might not come, or for women,
So no one can fake an orgasm with you. Like, yes, I'm coming. You look at the color. Nah.
Wrong color.
I mean, like, you know, for women. But at the same time, if you have tactile, doesn't mean that you will see orgasm synesthesia. It's actually one of the rarer forms to have. But yeah, I can see my own orgasms.
Your own.
My own. I don't see other people's orgasm. I see my own.
Oh.
It'll be a bit weird if I see other people's orgasms.
I mean, your partner, wouldn't you want to know your partner's enjoying it or not? Like,
I mean,
right?
that will have to come from my other forms of synesthesia, but orgasm synesthesia would be my own orgasms, not other people's orgasms.
And how does it come out, like yay, Yahoo, or fireworks? Or?
So orgasm synesthesia is very difficult to track consistency because every orgasm is different. So it will look different every time. So it really depends.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and
my orgasm looks the same throughout all these years that I know.
pink powder.
Pink powder?
Yeah.
So cool. I mean, I'm actually very envious of people with synesthesia. Right?
Anesthesia.
Synesthesia lah, not anesthesia. I'm just anesthesia.
Yeah. No, but it actually does impact because it's very distracting sometimes. So like I can't focus, or I'm just like distracted seeing the colors and everything. I mean, that's like my daily life actually. Every day I'm just very easily distracted.
I guess when you have it your entire life, then it's a norm, right?
Yeah.
It's like, but for those of us probably listening in right now, it's like, oh my God, this sounds so cool. But I think on the other end of the spectrum, those with no ability to imagine is probably the worst. I've actually met people when I tell them, imagine a cube is like 2 squares together and then you join the lines, they can't even imagine what a square is.
Oh yeah, those are called aphantasia. So when you have no mind's eye.
Wow.
So like they cannot pull up a picture of their mother's face in their mind's eye, but they know what they look like. So it's also on a spectrum. So aphantasia, and then there's hyperphantasia, which is a very vivid mind's eye. It can be almost like photographic, or it can even like go back and forth, and you can go around it. It's like 3D and dynamic. So if I imagine an apple, it would be like a photographic apple with the light from one end. I can see the shadow and like all the grains on the skin and everything. So I'm on the hyperphantasia end, but then there's other people who's just like, I always thought when people say, oh, imagine you're walking through a field, I always thought it was like a figurative speech. But actually, because they just don't know that they don't have a mind's eye.
Oh yeah, I've seen this kind of study before. Like for example, when I imagine an apple, it's just black and white and outline.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For you? It's
Yeah.
a bit blur.
No, just black and white outline.
It's black and white and outline. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think you wouldn't be considered on like the aphantasia
No, I'm
spectrum,
pretty-
but it's
I'm
like
pretty
on
like the really
that
boring.
end.
Yeah.
Not boring lah. Just a little bit on that end, on the aphantasic.
Yeah.
Tasiac?
Could be.
And-
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you to Jonathan Teo. So it says, let's add more color for everyone.
Oh, okay.
You gotta.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have to say, my own aura synesthesia color is rainbow, so this is kind of
Wow.
correct for me.
There's a song last time, right? Deep Trop, Deep Fantasia. Ta 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 ta. Ooh, ta ta. You know a song? Deep ta. Come on, it's 90s song. Anyway, so we're here to talk about ghost stories, and ghost stories especially, or not necessarily just ghost stories, but amazing encounters that you have for us. Could be synesthesia related or not, because what I do know is that you are a practicing witch.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm a practicing witch. I'm just interested in the occult. Like, I've
You
always
are a tribe member. already.
well, because I like always love Harry Potter and everything, right? So like magic and spells and everything is always very intriguing for me. So I tend to be very kaypoh. Then I'm gonna like research about it and like talk to people who actually do cast spells and stuff, and then try to learn more about it and sometimes try it on my own. But I wouldn't say like I'm practicing witch,
Okay.
at least not right now.
Okay.
There are phases in my life, right? There are some phases where I'm just like, I really want to try all this whole bunch of like stuff that I learned about the occult.
Okay.
And then there's some other phases of life where I'm just suddenly just like all about the science.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
I just kind of swing back and forth.
And also, you are based in Japan, and I've recently came back from Japan. I had some yokai encounters, and I find that Japanese yokai compared to the Southeast Asian horrors, and you straddle both because you're born in Singapore and you're based in Japan, you get to see both sides of the offerings of horrors that we have in both countries. And I find generally in Southeast Asia, it is very much like from the lens of Mary Mike. Everything's black or white. Pocong is white. Pontianak is white. Orang Minyak is black. Toyol is green, you know?
Oh, Toyo is green?
Is it? I don't know. How do you see Toyol?
Orange?
Orange?
Okay, guys.
And the
Toyo's
word
orange.
itself is very orange for me, so it's a bit jarring. I'll be like, oh, it's green.
Ah,
Yeah.
because I know someone actually mentioned he saw an orange imp. And I thought it was a Toyol variant. So maybe there might be some truth that Toyol is actually not green. Maybe.
I mean, every time someone tells me about a Toyol story, I'm just imagining a Toyol as orange. So maybe that's why. I also didn't really think what color a Toyol is.
Oh, mine is black and white. Totally.
Black and white. Are you colorblind or something?
No, I hope not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
No, because it's just very interesting how a lot of stuff are black and white to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like almost
Most-
like the opposite of like how I perceive
Okay.
the world. So I'm curious.
So first of all, my art sucks. I never pass art.
No, I also cannot draw. I can
Yeah,
only
I
draw
tried- I tried
like
to-
stuff that looks like nothing.
Yeah, even if I were to draw, right, the most that I can get to is shading.
Oh,
So I never do painting. I never do anything else. It's just.
but
even
black
my
and
line
white,
work
you
is
can
black.
also do a lot of art, what? Like black and white art. It's
Yeah,
like
but
a
still,
thing.
like no, zero creativity in the visual area. Yeah.
Okay, I don't believe that, but okay.
Okay, I'm just going to read out some comments from the community. Titu say, Mike, that one is myopia lah.
Yeah.
Sea
sure.
floaters I also have. Kumar Babu says, I don't know if this question has been answered. Is there a difference between the color a person with synesthesia sees and the aura a shaman or a tanki may see around a person? I like that question.
Oh, 100%. Even within like different synesthetes, we will see different. So I see you as orange. A different synesthete might see you as like pink or something. So they can have similarities, but they usually don't. The overlap isn't a lot. Like a lot of songs for me are like monotonous, so it's like black and white or grey. And then my friends are just like, wow, this is super colourful for me. It's just totally different from yours. So I would see, I mean, that I'm pretty sure it will be different. And that's why there's difficult to kind of be like, what does orange colour mean? It means differently for different people.
But do you see the... Okay, so now we talk about color. I'm asking about the intensity of the color or the continuity of the color. Let's say today you see an orange me because I'm happy and then orange seems to be glowing very uniformly. But maybe another night you see me, I'm like suffering from like fever, I'm not feeling well, or I have a bad day. Do you see the shade change or maybe there are holes in my aura?
I usually see differences in colors if something impactful, like a really big thing happened to the person. Usually it's traumatic, unfortunately. And then their color will either completely disappear or completely change. The shape is different or it becomes broken. There's a giant hole. If you're just having like a bad day, maybe the movement of the colors might slow down if there's movement in your color. Because I have people who my whole life has always been yellow and has never changed. And because there's not a lot of dynamic in the color that I see in them, so it's just a yellow filter across them. So there is no change unless maybe they are suffering like a giant heartbreak or something. Then maybe it changes. But it really depends on the person. So if you are someone who already has a very dynamic looking personal color, maybe if you have a fever and you're really, really sick, it might look maybe thinner or maybe the colors are not as saturated. It could be like this, but it really depends on the person.
And when you're in a crowded train, do you see whether a person, a woman, if she's pregnant, you can see two colors?
No, so my colors only come on when I get a sense of who that person is. I need to interact with you first. Yeah.
So it's not like you walk into a train and it's like, oh.
No, not. I know for some yes, but for me, no. Unless the person's personality is like so obvious that I can just see it off of them immediately. If not, but that rarely happens.
Everything's brown.
I mean, I'm kind of curious as well because someone posted it up just now. They asked about Donald Trump. Is he orange?
I actually, every time I see him, I feel like I can't pull his face into focus in my eye. He's always blurry for some reason. Like I just cannot I cannot look at him properly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because Donald Trump is not real. It's a projection of the Matrix.
Maybe.
It's another very good question. Can a blind person be synesthetic?
Yes, absolutely. So a person with aphantasia can also be synesthetic too.
Is it like Daredevil?
Huh?
Daredevil,
Daredevil.
he's blind, but...
Have you heard of...
No, I never
You know the Marvel
watched.
character Daredevil?
I know, but I never watched.
Okay, so Cliff Notes, he's blind because of a childhood accident when chemicals go into his eyes, so he burned his retina and he cannot see. But from Daredevil, he actually hears. He's like a sonic bat thing.
Yeah, so he can visualize vibrations,
vibrations. So
of sound.
Correct. So vibrations and all that, he will see in his mind's eye. There's color.
Yeah, that sounds synesthetic, but it's very possible for a blind person to have synesthesia because you can still, the input is sound. And then the sight is mind's eye. So your mind's eye is not blind. So if the blind person can have an imagination, it has a mind's eye, then they can probably still have synesthesia. But there are also synesthetic forms that are not visual, like tasting words, for example. So a blind person can still have synesthesia. So yeah, I have a friend who can taste words and he says my voice sounds like marzipan. Or they can taste touch. So my hug tastes like cotton candy. So yeah, so it can just be non-visual at all. So a blind person can definitely have synesthesia too.
There is right now no cure
silence.
nor treatment for synesthesia. Not that it needs to be treated, but science have not come to a point where it could understand fully what synesthesia is, right?
Yeah, so right now they're still doing a lot of research on synesthesia. It's a very well-researched topic. So you can see on fMRI brain scans, there are all sorts of research that are going on right now. And we actually do have access to these experts and then we can ask them all these questions. That's what the conferences are for. So you can speak to them.
You see, this is where I find that the line between synesthesia and supernatural is very thin. Because if we say that, take the blind man example, right? So he's born blind, he can't see shit. There's words and everything don't mean anything to him. And if we say that if you see something and then you close your eyes and you imagine the color and the words, people would say, oh yeah, that's because you imagine it. That's your creative process.
Yeah.
But then how do you explain someone with no sight at all being able to see the things in color, right?
Exactly.
By right, he should not have the knowledge database to see that. So if we can find a way to explain that, then we can bloody find a way to explain the third eye.
Yeah, we could. Absolutely.
We are so close. So close. Oh my God.
Yeah. I actually have a friend who's deaf,
Yeah.
but she has motion to sound synesthesia. So motion to sound synesthesia is where silent motions. So if I can't hear you and then you do this, I would hear sound effects in my brain. So you have a mind's eye, you also have a mind's ear, a mind's nose, a mind's mouth. taste, tongue. I don't know what's the actual word for that. But there's also that version of it, and she's deaf. And when I told her about my synesthesia, she went to do a bit of research, and she found motion to sound synesthesia. And so she sent me this video of just white dots going out and in. And she was like, I can hear, I think, wind for her. She sent it to me. I was like, no, they sound like bubbles. It's completely silent. And that's how I found out I have motion to sound synesthesia. But she's deaf, but she can still hear it. Because it's an inside thing. It's not an outside.
Is this
it's
like,
your mind's ear.
Is this like where so like for blind people at least, or even deaf people, right? Because the brain knows that one particular sense is missing, so it starts to compensate by finding another way to translate the world around.
I'm not sure for like people who are, has one disability on one of the senses, but for that one we need to ask the scientists.
It's like a genetic unlock.
It could be, but then I can't say for sure, but at least I know for those people who like me have all of our 5 senses that are working, it's a crossing of the wire. So all the areas on your brain, they are not supposed to connect. For those people with those, I don't know if it's a compensation or it's just the same thing. They just connect when you're not supposed to connect.
For example, let's say dogs, for example, right? When dogs are born, they're blind, so they heavily depend on their nose, and because they heavily depend on their nose is very well developed, more so than their eyes.
You mean like strength wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like maybe for humans, if they can't hear, they will do something else. They will compensate something else.
I think that makes logical sense. But again, we need to ask the experts about this.
It's probably epigenetic from one of the ancestors who was missing one of that sense, and then it just passed down.
Actually, there is one theory where we were all born synesthetes. So when you're just born, all of your wires are just all crossed. But then when you grow up, your brain tends to prune away those connections that you don't need anymore. Yeah. But then for people with synesthesia, those are just not pruned away, just left behind.
You guys are the more evolved one. This 4.4%
maybe unevolved
because
we never
of the species.
No, dude, this is how X-Men start.
This is how all humans are supposed to be. That you guys were just, and then because the rest of the 95.6% is afraid that you guys are, too powerful, they try to prune you.
Yeah, dude.
Take this medicine to numb your colors. Haha, you are a problem. This is neurodivergent. This is So you know what? I think you guys are the more gifted one. We need to ascend to get this power. Like I have to freaking meditate, go into trance just to get like 10% of the abilities that you have.
Use cocaine.
Or use cocaine. Says Mike. Who this is Mike, by the way. Okay, I know. Grace, can you help me grab my beer, please, from inside? Okay, but the one finishing. You get my can, I get my can of beer. The one leave for walking 5.
You can have mine if you want.
No, don't worry, that's for you. You got 1 cup for the whole hour, whole 2 hours. No lah, you need to drink more lah. All this need to drink more. Okay, come. Okay, so back to your ghost stories.
Oh, okay.
Or your uncanny stories. I think I heard your ghost stories and they're too cute to be called ghost stories.
Oh yeah, I don't really see ghosts. I'm actually terrified of ghosts. I really don't want to see them.
Welcome to Supernatural Confessions.
If you're my best friend, I'll avoid anything that's like ghost related. Even like trailers of like ghost movies in the theater, I'll cover my ear and I go la 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 so that I don't hear anything because I'm super scared of the music and like the sound effects and everything. They're super scary and I get very creeped out and I get nightmares. I'm very susceptible to nightmares, so my dreams are like crazy most of the time. So I don't really see a lot of ghosts. I do see like goblins and ladies. I don't know who they are. I think in the previous the video before.
Let's switch over to her screen.
Right.
Over to
Why
you.
don't you tell us what?
Well, for those who didn't watch the video before, I think there's one with the goblin. I think that one's the cutest one.
Yeah.
So when I live in Japan, I move around a lot. I moved like 8 different apartments, and one of the apartments that I moved into is brand new. So it's like freshly built. Nobody has lived there before me. I'm the first tenant. And on the first night, so generally speaking, when I go to sleep, my brain is still very active. So between the twilight zone of me about to fall asleep, usually I see a lot of stuff. And some of them are interesting, some of them I don't remember, and some of them are just downright scary. But this one was quite cute in a way, but it's the first one that actually interacted with me, because a lot of time I'm just kind of like observing whatever that's happening. So for this one, that night I went to sleep, like, same thing. I fell into like that twilight zone as just before I fall asleep. And usually when I close my eyes, I see like this purple haze. There's a lot of purple haze, and sometimes there are other colors, and then I see them like swim around, and like the purple haze will always push away the other colors. It's like my little dream TV before I go to sleep. And that particular night, the purple haze was just moving around the same, and then it started forming into a face of a goblin with bright blue eyes. So the eyes are also the haze, but they turn bright blue. And usually they're just there, and I'm just like, oh, just something that looks like something, and then I would just fall asleep. But this time the goblin was hiding behind something, and it was looking at me. And I was like, there's no way this thing's looking at me, because they never interact with me. I was like, you're looking at me? Are you really looking at me? And I was just staring at the thing, but it looked curious. It didn't look like it was malicious. So it was just hiding behind, and the goblin was afraid of me. And I was just getting excited. So I started waking up, and I was like, no. Like, go back to sleep, because I need to look at this thing carefully again. For the first time in my life, I was able to go back to that same level of sleepiness. And the goblin, like, the image of the goblin became strong again, and I could see it. It didn't come any closer or whatever, but we just like look at each other for like a while. We just stare at each other, and then slowly it started, like, I started falling really into sleep. So it started fading away, and I remember the last two things that I saw was those bright blue eyes, and then just completely faded away. And
Was
I
he
never
looking for your socks?
I don't know, but if it were, I would give it to him so he could be a free elf. But yeah, that was, I think, I wasn't scared though.
Yeah.
Which was interesting for me. I'm usually like a bit
I mean,
scared.
I know in the featured video you said that fortunately you have none of these scary encounters that most people seem to have in their life. Like seeing a horrendous looking thing or being.
I do have some
harmed.
close shaves though.
Oh.
But I was literally in the room, but I didn't see it.
Well, what happened then? How did it turn out?
It was in Vietnam, as of course. I went to Vietnam on a school trip when I was in Polytechnic. So I was about 17 or 18. And we were staying in a hospital, like a village hospital that was right across a cemetery. So that is already like not a good sign, not a good place. But it was okay. Like, all of us were just staying in the rooms and whatever. But because there were too many of us, there's a rotation of 4 people that will have to sleep in the consultation room, which is also where like pregnant ladies would give birth as well. So there's like the birthing table there. And I remember one of my guy friends was playing with it. I was like, don't play with it. Like, don't do that. It's not nice. And you're in Vietnam. I don't think you want to do that too. Never listened to me. And then one of the nights it started raining, and then there was a blackout, and all the lights were off, and we had candles on and everything. And then my friend was like, ooh, now is the best time to like watch a movie on the laptop in the birthing room, because it was their rotation to be in the room. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll go in there and watch the movie with you guys. And when I go in, I was like, hey guys. Immediately they like spun me around, they turned me, and they're like, watch the movie there. And I was like, okay, sure. Then I just like watched the movie, and we were fine, and I was just like relaxing the whole movie. I was just like chilling out. And one of my friend was like on the birthing table cowering like this the whole time, and I was like, is he okay? Like, then they were like, oh no, he's just not feeling very well. And I'm like, okay, he looks terrified for some reason, and I don't know why. Are you sure? He was like, yeah, he's fine. And then the night passed, and then I went out. Well, actually the night didn't pass, but the night passed halfway, and then I left the room, and then some girl was sobbing at the front of the hospital, and I was like, what's going on? Like, why is she sobbing? She was like, she saw someone with like a jumpsuit, like a blue jumpsuit, walking in the rain towards the hospital, and then disappeared. And then she freaked out and she started crying. And I remember my mom gave me a bottle of the 大杯咒水. I don't know what is it called in English, but like holy water
Blessed
from the
water,
temple.
yeah.
From the temple. She gave it to me to bring to Vietnam, and I was like, I didn't know what to do because the girl was crying. I was like, do you want some of that water? I have it. I'm just gonna give it to you. And then that helped calmed her down. And then I went to my other friend who was still like shaking. I was like, are you okay? And then they told me it's because they saw a lady holding a baby outside the window in the rain. Like when the lightning struck, they could see her outside. And then when I walked into the room, I was staring directly at the window. And that's why they immediately spun me around. They were like, watch the movie there. So the whole time the lady was outside the window. And I was there, and I had no clue. I didn't see anything. And then even when I always like come in only after it happened. When I come in and then my friend, the girl was crying and I was like, are you okay? And then she was talking about the guy because he looked like an electrician. And she thought it was an electrician coming to fix the blackout. But then he just like, he walked halfway and just disappeared.
Walk through her.
It didn't walk through her, it just disappeared in her eye. Like in front of her, just like he was walking and then he just wasn't, there was just nobody there. And then she got like really freaked out. Yeah. So
I cannot see colors, but I get to feel frequencies and energy, right? And like I texted you the other time, I said you're just very high functioning frequency and energy. And if I were to interpret and read what that is, right, you're almost divine in nature. You're protected. There's this entire glow and shell around you that protects you, and I think it's a Buddha energy or something.
Oh, that would be great because I'm really very scared. I don't want to see.
Yeah,
please protect me. Continue, please.
And it sounds like you have narrow escapes.
Yeah.
And just now there were questions people are asking. Can you tell if people are lying, if the color change,
Yeah,
or
I do.
if
I
evil
can.
people you can tell?
Evil, I don't know because I need to have a baseline first.
Correct.
So if I can like now I know what your voice baseline is. So if you do lie, I'll be like,
Oh shit.
I feel like your voice changes a little bit. So I have a friend who would do that sometimes, but it isn't lying, but it's just like certain things you don't want to share, or it doesn't have to be lying to me. The person can be lying to himself or herself, and the voice would change, the color would change
big
completely.
dick. You just turn like yellow or something.
Do you want me to expose you?
No. Change. Go to advertisement. Wow. So what other experience do you have like with the supernatural? Because you said that you have it all your life. You even seen your grandfather in the sky.
Yeah. But that one I don't remember. It's just something my mom told me when I was really young that my grandfather passed away. And I think a few days after the funeral, I would point to the sky and I tell my grandma or my mom, I was like, oh, there Gong Gong is in the sky. Gong Gong means grandfather. And then my grandma or my mom was just like, where? And then I was like, there, he's sitting on a golden flower. Wow. I think it's like the lotus or something. But I didn't know at the time. I was like, there, golden flower.
I
Bye.
honestly think you can see spirits. Like, have you seen spirits, divine energy, walking down, interacting with you in life?
There was just one lady that I saw, also with my purple haze. Same thing, like the goblin, like how it just forms into that thing. It forms into a lady, like a very like long hair, like gorgeous lady, but she just turns around and just looks at me and then like smiles and turns away and just go. And I was like, oh, not scary. Well, and then I just fall asleep. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's a next level third eye.
Next level third eye.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm talking to X-Men.
No, but for the longest time, I thought my purple haze was something bad. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. So because it only became very apparent to me where I could see it with my eyes open. So if it's dark enough, like if you off all the lights here now and it's dark enough, I can see my purple haze projected. So it's not in my mind's eye. I actually see it.
So the purple haze is there throughout, even though you're not sleeping. It's just.
I think so. Like sometimes when it's not there, I can call it, and then it would come out. I have no idea, to be honest. But
see, that's not medical anymore. That's really bordering on supernatural already, right?
But those goblins and the ladies and stuff, there is a scientific explanation for it called hypnagogia.
Yeah.
So hypnagogia is when you're in that twilight zone when you're falling asleep and you get hallucinations. Yeah. So in the video before when I was talking about numbers flying to my face and everything, it is a form of hypnagogia. I've seen like abstract things also. They'll just vibrate. Actually, I have a video that I made on my channel, like to show my hypnagogia visual. It's just like vibrating, just curly lines like shaking or like squares moving around. Yeah.
I do not doubt science. I think science explains most things. Like hypnagogia will explain hallucination, and sometimes science will also tell you sleep paralysis is you being unable to move but you're awake. But we also have heard countless of different anecdotes of people who are suffering from the scientific sleep paralysis, but the things they see, the things they experience is not science. Yes, sure, we can always say that's hallucination, but I kind of feel that that's a convenient box to put the explanation in just so we don't scare ourselves.
Yeah, I think the emotional response to the hallucination is what makes it really charged, and we go searching for like explanations. It could be scientific or it could be a spiritual thing, but I think it's like when you see these things, it's either like the beauty of it or like the fear of it that makes you start searching for answers. Yeah. So I didn't search for these answers because I was just like, oh, cool, Goblin. Okay. Oh, cool, a lady. Oh, awesome. Like I didn't really go look for answers until I was in the synesthesia conference and someone was explaining. I mean, their hypnagogia visions are very different from mine, but they were like showing and I was like, oh, is that what it is? I started explaining because there's also like the waking up version, which is hypnopomic or hypnopompia. It's really difficult.
Names sound so cool. Hypnopompia.
Yeah, there's all these. So there's like the waking version as well. So the waking version also has happened to me before when I went camping when I was in Japan and took a nap in the tent, and then when I just woke up, the entire tent is just filled with my purple haze. It's just it's like purple stars everywhere, and then you just watch them, and it's projected because my eyes are open, so it's not in my mind's eye. Yeah, and then when I really like wake up, and then it starts to fade away. Or sometimes when I do hot yoga, and like you need to do a bit of like meditation before. There was one time where like everything suddenly just like left me. I feel like I was being pulled back, and everything became smaller and smaller and smaller. And then my purple haze was just everywhere. And then I was like, no, I'm in a class. You need to get back there. And then boom, I snapped back in.
I mean, you may have a medical term for it, a name for it, but babe, I'm telling you, this is what we strive so hard to do when we do remote viewing or astral projection.
That actually happened to me accidentally, like remote viewing. I didn't know what it was because I told one of my friends who is into the occult, and then he was like, you probably did remote viewing, because I was in Japan and it was like the full moon was coming, and I had a music teacher in Singapore where she was doing like a sound meditation thing. I'm not quite sure what it was. It was many years ago. And then she was like, you can join me from Japan. Like you just need to like start meditating or like being in quiet at the same time, and then you can do it as well. And I remember I saw the entire setup. I saw people sitting in a semicircle. I mean, not the people. I saw the silhouettes of the people in the semicircle, and how her stuff are being laid out in front of her. And there was one person walking through among everybody. So after the thing was over, I would go to her and I would tell her like, hey, I don't know what happened, but I think I saw your session. And then I explained to her like the whole setup, and she was like, that's exactly my setup. But I wouldn't know because I was not on a video call with her or anything. I just sat in my whole living room in Japan. I'm like, okay, she asked me to sit and close my eyes and think of England. Okay, not England, but like just like, okay, just think of like being with the full moon, or just think of being with her. And then I just ended up there. But I did fall asleep though. So I was just like, I saw the thing and then like, boom, I just fell asleep. And then I wake up and I was like, oh, I think it's about time. My neck's starting to hurt. So, yeah.
Well, you cannot convince me that is science. That's
It is.
remote viewing is a
It could be
quantum
hypnagogia,
science.
but I have
Skyped
no
over
idea.
Hemopompia.
Hypnagogic.
Hemogogic.
Yeah, hypnagogia is the falling asleep version, and the hypnopompia is the waking up. I think so. The names are a little bit difficult.
Hypnopompia, very, very delicious.
All right. Before we move on, I have spiritual starter night to talk about.
Wow, you read my mind, Mike. Oh, you also got the hypnopompia, you. An introduction to energy and intuition. This happens next Wednesday, spiritual starter night. So if you are sitting at home wondering, all this talk about spirituality and remote viewing, all that sounds very cool. Yeah, I don't have synesthesia. How can I start? You can start with spiritual starter night. We cannot guarantee you'll be like Zoe anytime soon, but we can at least tell you the basics of it, the fundamentals, and to get you started on the right path with the right foundation. And Mike, why are you covering your face?
No, give her a break.
Give her a break.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Because
Focus on that, bro.
so I can look a little bit ugly for a bit while I look at the beautiful poster, so I can be ugly behind it.
So it's Wednesday, 25th March, 7:30 p.m. Right here on 195 Pearls Hill Terrace. If you want to book, get more information, call 988 69 859. Also, another advert that we have for you.
Ta-da.
What's that?
Retreat.
Retreat program happening
cover
on
my
the
face
March
already.
28th. Oh, March.
It'll come.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I pressed wrong.
Oh. You can still see
I
a
want to
bit,
start one side, but you want to go
Okay.
both, okay.
So there's a retreat program on the 28th of March, and if you you are curious about what we do here at 195 Pills Hill, you want to meet the spiritual masters, we have Kate, who's a Reiki practitioner. We have Murali, who's ritualistic. We have Brian, who's using science and different metaphysical modalities from the west to the east. And of course, we have Ed as well, who's the animal communicator and a Reiki master, and also a crystal collector. So lots and lots of stuff that we have lined up for you. So if you are interested, you're curious, you are searching for answers, you're a seeker, check us out on March 28. Bookings is open right now. As always, call 988-69-859. And also Oricate, HTTPS, tiktok.com/Oricate. Go check us out on TikTok. We have a channel there. It is managed by our Oricate team. They've done a very good job building the Oricate system. Go check it out. Go download it. Use it for free. Oricate is entirely free to use. If you want to pay the monthly package, it's $9.99. And actually, TikTok, if you go and like, subscribe, and share 3 of our content with your friends, message our Oricate TikTok account and send the link of the shared links, and you might just be one of those that gets that monthly pass. Go check it out.
Oh, I didn't realize the poster is out.
She's been looking ugly without realizing.
Yeah, I was like,
I couldn't tell.
just letting my face rest.
Yeah.
Eugene, how's my Bangkok trip? Very good. I came back from Bangkok. I attended the Bangkok Horror Film Festival for all 3 days. The first 2 days were great because I managed to get all the good stuff in, and by Sunday I think word had spread around town. The queue was all the way to the first floor. There was nowhere to go in. And then also I went to Ayutthaya, which is one of the oldest city in Thailand. And I think you will love the place. Although it's a ruined city right now, but the energy there is still very much alive. So you see colors, I get frequency. And I feel that so there's this talk about how these ruined places like Angkor Wat and all that, they have energy, but I begin to feel that actually the land itself have energy, and that's why the ancient people built temples on top of these waypoints and nexus.
Yeah, I think they're called like ley lines.
Ley lines.
Yeah. So they are like ley lines that they built all these things on.
Let me see what Michael Tay says. Michael Tay says, I mean to ask this question respectfully. Can anyone use remote viewing to spy another person in a military sense or find missing items like MH370?
Oh, that would be great if we could do that.
You gotta ask Donald Trump. But anyway, can you consciously remote view people if you wanted to?
No, a lot of my occult experiences, like spiritual experiences, all happened by accident.
Okay.
I didn't, and I can't replicate them because it happens by accident. So I'm just like, oh, this happened, and then I would ask a friend, and they'd be like, I think it's this. How did you do it? I have no idea.
Do you have one more, a couple more experiences to share with us? Because obviously you have fans here.
Okay,
dying to hear a
let
story.
me. I did write some notes down, so let me have a look. Oh, I think I don't know. This is like a straddling between like synesthesia and like spiritual stuff. So when I first found out about my synesthesia, I met this friend of mine, the one that I mentioned that we went camping together with the quote unquote bear that wasn't a bear. That was the first time I kind of had confirmation because my best friend told him that I have synesthesia and I can see people's colors, and he also has synesthesia. So he didn't know he had it too until because they worked together, and then my best friend told him. So we met, and then she was like, what is his color? And then I was like, I need a little bit more time. And then he said the same thing. And then after that, I was like, I think you are like mist, like gray fog with some sparkles. I was like, I don't know how it's like gray. And he was like, kind of like smoke and mist and stuff. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, that's my color. And I was like, no way. And then after a while, he was like, I don't want to be cliche, but you're a rainbow. And I'm like, I am a rainbow. I was like, oh wow, because I see my own color as rainbow as well, but they're kind of like bricks moving in this direction. It has changed formation over the years, but the fact that he was just like, you're a rainbow, like the first time I had like confirmation, I was like, that's very cool. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know if it's synesthetic, it could be a coincidence. If it's spiritual, then I got a bit of confirmation there as well.
I think of you like a cameo of a My Little Pony character.
Man, one's rainbow, one is silver smoke.
Except I don't have a colorful tail. Maybe with this one. Yeah.
Zoe's live soundtrack is I See Your True Colors.
That is true.
Colors of the Wind. Ah, nice one.
Those are very accurate.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
do you see colors when the wind gusts through the window?
If I can hear them or if they touch my skin, yes. So they will look. Well, actually, it depends because touch is also another one that's very hard to track because it really depends on how I'm being touched, the intensity of it. So if I get hit by a typhoon wind, it's gonna look very different from a breeze. Yeah, and then there's also temperature as well, like how cold or how hot the wind is. That will also kind of affect how it looks like to me. But I think I went to the beach once. I did draw one time when I was in the beach, like smell of the beach and the winds, and I think, if I'm not wrong, the breeze was orange. I think I can't remember. It's somewhere on my page and on my channel. I drew it once. Yeah.
I think some of the fans have really found your channel. Just now they were sharing
Oh yeah.
Zoe Synesthesia, and it's a very cool video. Guys, go check her out on YouTube, Zoe Synesthesia. She's on IG as well. I've been following her content, and she cuts short reels. I must say, from a content creator perspective, huge prop and respect for what you have done. Even though it's a short reel, I'm sure the amount of effort that goes into it takes hours, if not days.
Yeah, it takes me a few days to put together 60
But
seconds.
it's very, very well done.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I think one of the videos you're going to check it out is Britney Spears' Talk Synaesthesia that reached how many million views?
Almost 13 million views. Yeah, that's the one that went viral on
We got a
YouTube.
celebrity in the house, peeps.
No, but that was really scary though. It gave me a lot of anxiety. I would really not want to go viral again.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But you're here on Supernatural Confession, so likelihood of you going viral will be quite high.
Okay, well.
Okay, so I'm going to read out, I promise our fans that I'm going to share the part 3 of a story. You have not heard part 1 and part 2. I'm just going to give you the cliff notes, or anyone who's listening in and wondering about what's this mama story that I'm going to be sharing. So I shared this on the previous 2 weeks. The cliff notes is I was called to do cleansing sometime last year, around this time, maybe slightly around May, and a friend of mine who was working as a counselor called me in and said, "Hey, I have a client and I think you should meet them. If you're okay, I will suggest for them to call you, and if they call you, great. If not, then just forget about it," right? So I didn't want to find out too much. You don't want to tell too much because you don't want to, from the power of suggestion, plant anything before the session. So when I met the family, there were evidence that the family was afflicted by a very dominant and a very powerful, possibly even demonic entity in the house.
Oh, okay.
That first made the mom go insane, and she was admitted to the hospital. After she was admitted, that it seems like as if the plight is not over. The youngest daughter started getting voices, dreams, and signs. And when I went to the house, there was no knives, nothing, because both father, mother, and daughter had visions of taking a knife and stabbing someone in the house. Yeah. And when I went there the first time,
Someone, like, you don't know.
amongst each other, like
The families are stabbing each other?
they have this vision of wanting to stab each other.
Okay.
Yeah, like you could say something, and then what you say could be entirely innocent, but I would receive it a different way, and I would react negatively to what you say,
And then stab.
and I would want to stab you for maybe even you asking, "Can I turn down the volume?"
Okay.
Right? So it's very weird. And when I went there the first time round, it was quite a spectacle for me because I thought I saw children in the living room and I saw a lady upstairs, and I even spoke to the lady. But turns out there was no one at home.
Okay.
And I saw it clear. It's not like a apparition.
Like 3D, you can see the
Full
feet.
on, yeah, like
They
in
looks
my
like
mind's
they're
eye, it's just like a normal person.
okay, but
Yeah.
do they look like modern? Like, do they look like they're ancient or
No,
like their
no.
clothes and stuff? They just look like people now.
When I went to the living room, it was like, a bunch of schoolgirls there in uniform watching TV. I'm like, oh, all right.
They're projected.
That's how I imagine it. Like, it could have been the entire reality. they're not there, but it's
Okay.
projected in my mind's eye and makes me see that there was something there.
Okay.
But when I look at the space, they were projected there.
Okay. So it just looked like real people. That's like just like you're seeing
like I can
Pink
see
Fire
people
right
in the
now.
studio now, right?
Yeah.
They may not even be there.
Right. Are you?
Suddenly I received a message. My wife's at home.
We need to go and poke them now. To prove that you're real, pour us another beer.
Then you see floating cup.
Yeah. So after that, I went to speak with the daughter. That was another day, and I realized that she doesn't have any mirrors at home, no photographs at home, and she's a teenager, right? You would have pictures
Yeah.
of yourself, your friends at home. She says every time I look at a picture, I see my mama there. So I thought, your mama is the one in the hospital because that's your mother. He says no. Apparently, she has a spiritual mama following her through her entire life.
Oh.
And that mama, that spiritual mama, is not just like a ghost. It's actually whispering to her, talking to her, and being able to convert reality and move things around. So then, that was where I last stopped lah, right?
Okay.
So
When you say mama spirit, is it kind of like a guardian or is just like some spirit
according
tagging
to the
along?
daughter, the spiritual energy that entity exudes, and because she's been hearing this from the entity throughout her entire growing years, I'm your mother, I'm your mother, I'm your mama, I'm your mama. So to the young girl who's now a teenager, it's like, oh, that's my mama.
Oh, okay, okay.
But when I sense the energy, it's like,
it's not
no,
a mother.
man, this is nah. I don't even know where she's from. She's not human. It doesn't feel human at all.
Okay.
And when we talk about ghosts, I know you're afraid of ghosts, but hearing ghost stories, there's a limit to what ghosts can do, right? But
Yeah.
when there's a demonic entity, then things like creating reality, creating projections tend to be a thing. So I don't trust the spirit at all. And this is the continuation of part 3. At the end of part 1, I spoke to the father. I said, I think if you want to solve this problem, we need to call that spirit here. Because
The mama spirit?
The mama spirit. Because
Okay.
the mama spirit is stuck to your daughter. And I really do not know how to cut it off or attack the spirit from where I am. We need to bring her to this circle in order for us to interact. Right? Because spirits and demons are very intelligent. If you bring in a master and they know that they're outplayed, they'll just disappear and come back later on. Because they know the master can't be there in the house 24/7.
Right.
And these spirits have an eternity to play. They have time on their side. So I said, let's call your wife. Because I didn't want to involve the younger daughter. She's too young. Right? And anything goes wrong,
Yeah.
I don't quite know
Yeah.
how to handle that. And there's no
Yeah.
anonymity form and disclaimer like
Right, right. Not
this
for this kind of
absolves me,
stuff.
yeah. Or get a public liability insurance.
Yeah.
Right? None of that. So I said, let's talk to your wife. I said, my wife is in hospital. She's under observation. There's police case going on. I don't think I can ask her out to speak with you. So I know you guys don't like me interrupting the story, but I just want to give a shout out to those that make a donation. Benjamin says, what I've learned about the supernatural or paranormal is that it is just groups of people that have memory loss routines. Michael Tay, for part 3, Michael Tay give me $10. Hey, I also got a friend got color already. Oh yeah, yo.
Do you mind if I leave it on the table? It's
Yeah,
a bit
yeah.
itchy.
Yeah. Take it off.
I'll put it around here so people can
you
still
can
see. There. So pretty here.
So when I told the father, I said, if we can't get to your wife, then we got to no. But I said that if I'm called to this, then maybe there is a reason why I'm here. Right? You got to trust the universe. So when I told the father that, and this is continuation of part 3 today. The next part is part 3 already. When I told the father that, I was hoping he would say, no, don't need, I'll find someone else. Then, Bawai Tai Chi, right? I've tried my best, Bawai Tai Chi. Then he said, okay lah, do it. And part of me is like,
You wish he said no.
I wish he said no, right?
Let's keep going.
Hmm?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
And so he said, can you do today? I said, no, I can't do today. I need to prepare. He said, when? Look at the calendar. I said, next Tuesday. He said, why so long? I think when I was at his house, it was like Wednesday or Thursday, right? So it's about a week more, Tuesday. And when you are at a family state of crisis, everything is, I need it now, not next week. Tomorrow might die already, right? So I said, next Tuesday. The reason I said next Tuesday when I calculated is, next Tuesday was a new moon, and Tuesday is also the time of Mars energy, planet Mars. So if I'm going to go into spiritual battle, I need to stack my cards, right? I need to the stars must be aligned. I got to go in my favor. Don't go in with a 2 and 7 in the hand, and you're like, all right, hit me. Right? So I went back, and part of my preparation is to find out what is it I'm dealing with, and there's no way to ask because. Okay, yes, I've trained and practiced to go into the Akash and try to draw out knowledge and information. So let's say if I'm dealing with you and you want answers in your life, I can go to the Akash, I can pull out information, and I can check with you. I say, Zoe, this is what I found out about your current life, this is what I found out about your past life. Am I right? And you can actually validate and say, yeah, you are right. So if I'm right about this life, then we can safely assume that whatever information that I have discovered should be also accurate. At least we have some validation.
Right.
But when I'm dealing with the supernatural, how to get validation?
Right.
And second of all, this is an ancient spirit that could be a deceiver. So on one hand, if I were to believe in my downloads and I download wrongly, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
But if I go in with anything of a doubt of anything that I have in my head, I'm also screwed. So damn if I do, damn if I don't. If I have to pick one roll of a dice, then at least just believe, blind faith. Believe that I know. So I went into that, and I, of course, did a lot of other things to prepare for Tuesday. And I know that as far as demons work, they can read your surface thoughts. So when I'm preparing for the battle, I have to actually subconsciously prepare and not consciously prepare. So that after I prepare,
How do you do that?
It's tough. People don't see the behind
Just like,
the
I'm not doing
scenes.
anything.
Yeah, right? It's like you're trying to... So that is why when gurus tell you to meditate or gurus tell you to do things, it's always do it until you get muscle memory, where it's no longer a surface thought.
Okay.
So when you start building all this preparation or your plans, you cannot be consciously like, what is the mantra? Like actively becomes, right? So you got to do it and then you let it forget over a few days. So I have
Oh, okay.
I'm actually quite forgetful person.
Oh, so that works in your
that
favor.
That works in my favor, right? So by the time Tuesday, I already prepared everything. It was not top of mind. It was like really at the far end, recesses of my head. So went to the house, right? Went to the house, and sorry, is there? Oh, okay. Okay. So when I went to the house, I said, okay, let us all sit down at the dining table. Dining table is downstairs. So the house has when you come into the main door, is the dining area. Then you walk in further, there's a kitchen, there's a stairs up. It's a mansionette, 2-story. Then the living room, then on top. The first time when I went, I checked, actually the landing area is where the energy is, right? So at all these places where I had seen a different reality, this time I put a coffin nail in a location. And good old-fashioned...
A coffee nail?
Coffin...
Oh, coffin nail.
Coffin nail.
Oh, coffin nail. Okay.
And this is not...
I thought you brought
No.
I thought you brought a coffin nail. I was like, oh, he's going to do a show and tell. Coffin nail.
Here's one.
It looks like this.
Yeah. I don't bring it up because these are very hard to get legit, authentic items. And no family is going to take the nail from my family relative's coffin, right? So most of this is done hush.
Right.
But there's a power in iron, in cold iron. It actually cuts through illusions. So that's why I place on all this, because I do not want to be seeing something that is not there. And the entire house has no knives, but the one that I brought, because I need to cut lime. So the last thing I want, if shit hits the fan, is fingerprints on a fruit knife, and that fruit knife is sticking on someone's neck.
Right.
So there's all these thoughts in my head, right? And
Okay, I was just about to ask what kind of knife, but fruit
It's-
knife.
it's-
Okay.
it's- yeah, it's a
I was
small
like,
fruit
those
knife.
like butcher knife.
yeah, it's a small fruit knife, but I guess
Okay.
when you stab into someone's neck multiple
Oh, yeah,
times,
that would work.
Yeah.
It would still work. Yeah.
so set all this up. And then I sat down and I said, okay, now let's call her. So I have a metal tray. I have my fire ritual thing going on. So there's different phases to the fire ritual. One is you're doing offerings. So when you're doing offerings, you're inviting all the spirits in the area. In a way, to use a more colloquial and a more mainstream analogies, you are going for a gang fight. You have designated this table as neutral zone. You are both triad members. You have to respect the neutral zone, right?
Right.
So you come in, I come in, let's talk. I cut the light, I put my kumkum, everything. Now, this is my offerings. I've sealed up this place, right?
So that's like the continental in John.
The
Wick, right
continental
there.
joint.
Okay.
But still shit can go wrong, right?
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
But still relatively neutral zone. So sit down and talk. But I can't see. I don't have the sight. So I use my beats to use a pendulum to get a yes/no answer. So it's very tedious. I have to ask question and only get a yes/no answer. I found that at that table, because I had entities, the entity had a group of entity. So Mama was not alone.
Oh, she brought backup.
Mama had backup,
Okay.
right? But I don't know what these backups are, who they are, what they are, which all the more make me think that I am dealing with a demonic entity. I'm dealing with religion. So I asked, is there one more? Is there two? No. Is there three? Like, all the way until 5 now. Okay, more than 5. And there's a reason why I asked up to 5. Because anything more than 5, I know that you're of a different level already. Like this is Pia Cui level. This is triad boss. Tiao Cui. Yeah, this Tiao Cui level, triad boss level. So okay, never mind. Tell me what you want. Said, I want to take the girl's life.
The mama said that?
The mama said, I said, do you want to take, I said, you want her soul, is it? She says, yes.
Why? Why her soul?
Yeah, so when I went to the Akash the previous week, I had a bit of download, right? So I needed to kind of confirm it. So I asked, I said, don't take the girl's soul. Can I offer you the father's soul instead? The father also looked at me that way.
It's like, he did not sign up for that. I don't think he did.
Bro, why? Yeah. And I didn't have time to explain to him why lah.
But he cannot know, right? Because he.
Yeah.
If it's conscious, then
Cannot.
then mama
I
will
needed
know.
them to be all.
Right.
Even I knew it, but I didn't. I had to be in two minds about it.
Right.
So that's why mantra meditation is very important. Because when you keep chanting mantra, it overrides your surface thought and it pushes your memories back.
Okay.
So I'm now king of multitasking. I can plot, scheme against negative entities, ask question, and still chant mantra in my head.
Wow.
And so why I asked that? Because I needed to confirm something. If the spirit has said yes, means whatever that I have downloaded and know about this spirit is wrong. Because if the spirit has said yes, it means it's not just interested in the girl's life. It's here to fuck the family up. He did put the mom in IMH. He wants the daughter, but if not the daughter, he can still go to the husband. So, which means whatever I downloaded the previous week, salah. So when I went to the Akasha, what I got from the knowledge is this spirit, this mama spirit, was a woman who died at childbirth. The child was gone. Then she took her life like suicide in the most tragic way possible. The dukun who was involved in this spell,
What's a dukun?
like a shaman.
Okay.
What I received was he did it out of good intention, because the spirit of the mama was vengeful. It was terrorizing the village, so it trapped her and wanting her to do something good to get karma to move on. That was what I got as an intention. So when this family, this father and mother who couldn't have children, went to the dukun and say, can you cast spell and make my wife pregnant? He then used the spirit of this mama to put into that woman's body. The girl's mother who was in hospital. Because this spirit wanted a second chance at giving birth.
Okay.
So when he put into her body, for some reason, then she got fertile and she was able to conceive lah. But what I cannot understand is that Dooku never complete the job. He put the spirit in, then that was it.
Okay.
He never thought, and what did he expect? Like once she conceived, the mama spirit, okay, I'm now going to go off.
Right.
Like-
yeah.
She's now wanting, that's my child.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's my
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
So he didn't think about it. Or maybe, I obviously I don't know because he's dead. They tried to find him, he's gone. So either the spell didn't complete, he was naive, or he did it.
Yeah, he think like that's enough?
We don't know lah, but we can't ask him now anyway lah, because that's it, right? The buck ends there. So that's why I wanted to find out if it's true, because if it's true, then I have something planned,
Okay.
right? And that's where we continue to part. No lah. I think
Cliffhanger.
the crowd will kill me this time. Can I just drink first?
Can.
Grace, can you
So-
take a beer, please?
So hold on.
Finish the story.
Huh? Stomach ni aku toilet lah. I want my own beer. Okay, never mind.
Wait, so the entity possessed the mama to be fertile, give birth, and then
Then that's where the Dooku did not finish the job. Just like, oh, that's it.
so then there's like a confusion of who takes custody of the.
So as far as the spirit is concerned, that's my child. Right? I want my child. And the mama spirit is a spirit. The child is real. So it needed to draw.
Sorry.
So it-
Important question.
Sorry.
So the dad, right? Who did he actually what? Who did he actually do with the
So
Did
he
he
do it with the
fertilize?
mother, like, with the wife lah, right?
Yeah.
But when he did it with the wife, the spirit of the mama is inside the wife.
Oh dude.
So he had threesome.
I don't think that's consented. There was
Does it
no
work that
consent.
way?
I have no idea, man.
So like did the mom orgasm or did the spirit orgasm? Because then I don't think the spirit orgasm like because the spirit hates the dad lah. So I think the dad didn't do good. I don't know.
Has to possess the mom first in order to have
The spirit possessed the mom. Yeah.
like attached to her, but not really.
Because during the ritual, right, they must consent to having the spirit in you. But whether that is explicitly told to you, like, oh, please sign this 22-page document that says that, chances are the Dooku will say, you want to get pregnant? You have to agree to this ritual. The mother said yes. You know, like how you all never read the disclaimer, you just scroll to the bottom and click I accept.
Yeah.
Like that lah. Right.
Always read the terms and conditions.
It's
The
the,
spirit is the whatever. So you put me inside, then I'm gonna rape.
So,
man.
yeah. It's
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing also, right? Like,
You think that she's enjoying it or not? I got trapped here. Then I'm like,
oh, I didn't even enjoy it, like,
But you guys are missing the point.
sorry, okay,
Back to the story.
Yeah. Okay, so I needed to do something. And so prior to all this, right, when we were sitting at the table before we called the spirit, I told all of them, including the daughter and the father, I said, whatever that happens today, whatever that you see, whatever that you hear, I need you to not react. Even if, because this thing can create illusion. Just listen to me. Right? And then the daughter, I passed her a bundle. I said, just hold it to your chest. Just
What's a bundle?
like a bundle of something. Something I wrapped
Oh,
up.
oh, okay.
Right, so
Like,
it's
like
just-
herbs and stuff and.
Something else inside.
Oh, okay.
So she doesn't know what inside. So just
Okay.
held it. So the first time round, I did all the thing. And she said that she wanted the girl's soul. I said, okay, Ken, I'll give you the girl's soul. But I already prepared a wax figure with the girl's hair and fingernail inside. It's a decoy.
Oh, okay.
So I threw into the fire. I started stirring lah. Then for a while, the air all calmed down, And then suddenly I thought, okay lah, plan A worked. Let's go ahead with it. Suddenly there's a big gush of wind that came down. The clothes hanger were toppled. I think there was like some clothes hanging upstairs, toppled down. The toilet had cups along the basin, toppled down. And around us, the wind started blowing. Right? And mind you, that prior to all this, I've already closed all the house window because I needed to smoke the place. I want the energy to stay inside. So it's all closed. I do not know what kind of wind can force its way down to us. Right after that, I felt the girl suddenly, I heard the girl shouting and her head just pulled back like something was pulling her hair. I said, so shit. So I all of us already had some string to hold on to. So I chanted into a string to push energy to her, to hold on to her lah, instead of letting Mama take her away. So Mama was pulling her energy. I was holding on. But I have no illusions that when it comes to head-on mano a mano battle against a vengeful demonic entity, I stand a chance. I have no illusions about that, right? So you cannot play hard, you got to play smart, right? So that's why plan B comes in. So as she was pulling and I was pulling, I knew I needed that specific moment in time, a split second. So I held on hard and long enough until I felt that my concentration was waning. And then I opened my eyes. I grabbed the bundle from the girl. And I threw it into the fire. And immediately I closed my eyes again and shroud the girl immediately. So what I did was I had a first decoy, which failed because I hope it succeeded, but it failed. Then there was a second decoy ready. So she's pulling her. I had to shroud at the same time while doing a tug of war. I let go, but I take a second decoy, I throw into the fire, and in a split second I shout her again. And so she disappeared.
So like, she got distracted by the second decoy, and then she went for the second one.
Then I shout.
And then you like made her disappear.
Made the girl, the daughter disappear.
Then she can't find her. Wow.
Yeah. And right when she comes back for the thing again, right? I activate the parameter so that everywhere in the table is locked down.
So you locked her?
I lock her into the fire.
Okay.
So basically, in a way, I broke intercontinental rules lah.
For good reason.
For good reasons lah.
save a
I
little
guess there's
girl's
going to be
life.
payment for this somehow along the way lah. But in any case, I don't think demonic energy can be destroyed that easily. Really don't think so. I just think that I managed to slow it down, push it to another dimension. But if this vengeful spirit is actually mortal, but have gone with so much energy and so much viciousness in the heart that it now becomes sentient demon, maybe still a chance to fight. Because it's not full-on demon from the other world. I did not want to destroy her because destroying the energy who's actually being promised this girl, I am taking on the karma for that.
Oh, okay.
I'm interrupting what's her divine promise.
Yeah.
Whatever the Dukun promised her, said, oh, you're going to get this girl, then now I interrupt and I destroy, I will hand on the karma. So what I just did was to shroud and buy time.
Okay.
So immediately after shrouding, I gave her my bracelet, which I already pre-blessed. I said, you hold on to this, and your job as you're growing up, I do not know how long this energy will last, is to forget and never call Mama back ever again.
Okay.
So when you don't call her, and you forget about her, the connection with you will start to...
It breaks.
But if you start to, Mama, habis. Yeah.
So did her actual mom, did she get better?
No, because the affliction has been for so many years that even if it started off as just spiritual attack,
It's like it already
now
caused
it's full on mental,
like
medical
proper damage
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. So after that everything, I look at the girl, so she was like, smiling for the first time. I said, how's it? Do you feel anything? She says, no, I don't feel her around for the first time
Wow.
in years.
Nice.
The father on the other hand is like sitting there and like, what went on? He's bored. There wasn't half an hour there. All he did was just see me stirring fire, and right? He had no idea what went on, right?
Did he like
Right.
the newspaper?
Yeah, he had no idea what went on. I was like sweating buckets, trying to focus here, focus there, chanting here,
Shrouding people left, right,
Shouting
center.
shouting myself as well because he's going to attack me, right? So shout myself. Wow, multitasking galore. Then after that, I felt, I said, after the whole thing, I said, do you want to take a selfie? I told the girl, you want to take a selfie?
Okay.
Because if she says no, then I would believe that Mama is still around.
Oh, which is hiding.
Yeah.
Clever.
Then she said, okay. And she smiled and we selfie together. on the phone.
Then you check lah.
There's nobody on the.
I can't see anyway because remember I told you.
You don't have sight.
I don't have sight. So she was the one who actually saw things in there. I couldn't see anything.
She saw.
No, from previous photos.
Okay.
So when she took the selfie, she was happy with it. She didn't say anything. Then I just left lah. So after I left, I just deleted the family's number, which I always do because people always ask me like, hey, do you go back and check on the people that you help or not? No, do not create an emotional bond between you and anyone, right? You're just there to provide a service, you do the job, GTFO, right?
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is like, especially in Hollywood, you start forming a bond and then you're like, take me! Fuck no!
I think it would just complicate a lot of things.
Yeah, don't complicate.
Yeah.
But it's been a year and I've not heard anything, so no news is good news lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping that one day, because she's still a teenager, maybe 10, 20 years from now, she look back at the photo, then she surfaced against like, hi guys, I'm that girl that Eugene talked about 20 years ago. Here's my story. Wow. You know?
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
She tags you on Instagram or something. Remember me?
Shout out.
Send me the photo, then Mama is there. Oh no! Yeah.
No. Touch wood. No.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's it. What did I miss on the comment section? Is that a lot?
Jungle had something that.
Kokun Mak Krap for part 3.
We
Comes,
see there's any more behind. Okay, no. Okay, below we got. Thank you, Victor, for representing.
Oi, Victor
And
Tsai.
then got-
Good old days, Mama Tiao Cui reminds me of secondary school.
Let's see.
Flickering screen.
Okay, so for a moment just now when you were telling a story, right? Apparently our stream went off for a moment.
Don't know why.
Why?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, then after that, continue again. Then came back again.
Wow.
Mama.
Is this space protected?
Ooh. You know, no matter how protected a place is, a hacker or something determined to come in can still come in.
Yeah.
Tonight, the 12 a.m. is Selamat Hari Raya.
That's it.
Whew. Okay, so hearing my story, what's the color and how would you describe the entire scene? Were you able to picture it?
Yeah. But it's very monotonous though. Like it's all black and white for some reason.
You
that I
cannot
see.
you cannot the mic virus already lah.
Sure got his vibes. But it just felt like the scene was very dark, and I was reading the subtitles when you were talking. Just so that's why whenever like I would have to ask for clarification, because sometimes if I mishear something and then it gets spelled weirdly in my head, then I'm like, what word is that? I don't understand. That's why when you say bundle, I'm like, what's a bundle? Because it gets spelled in like this, like BAND something. It just gets spelled weird.
The YouTube CC translation.
Yeah, but wrong one.
Wrong one.
It's not very reliable, so I need to like double confirm. I'm like, what's a bundle? Then you say bundle. I was like, oh, okay, like bundle. Yeah, so I don't need to correct a lot. Yeah.
I think Crane that asked, Zoe, can you see smells?
Yes, I can
Usually,
see
right.
smells. So the incense that you have been burning, it's green. So when I was trying to draw your voices, I keep seeing green, and I was
because
like,
of this.
yeah, because of that. And I was like, I don't think that's their voice. So I have to like stop breathing for a little bit just so I can just listen and not let the smell get like influence whatever it is that I'm seeing.
Does Zoe able to see a dying person?
No. What do you mean by seeing a dying
No, I
person?
meant
Someone's
like
dying.
if someo's about to drop, like does the color
No.
change for the specific
Oh,
color?
I mean, maybe, but I wouldn't know that it means that they
Oh.
are dying. But I've never. No, I don't think I can though. Yeah, these are the things I would be afraid to be able to see, and so therefore I can't see. Yeah, so I don't. But yes, I can see smells and touch and.
Ghost low
among other
IQ cannot
things.
outplayed by Eugene. No, Ghost is vengeful. Just imagine when someone is angry and is charging at you like an angry bull. It's powerful, but it's not careful. Yeah. And if you want to go head to head with charging bull, you know you're not going to win lah. Don't understand second decoy, first decoy. So the first decoy is actually a wax figure with parts of the girl already inside, which I throw in, hoping to trick the spirit, which she was not tricked. The second decoy was similar item, which I throw in so I can shroud.
Okay.
So it's like you throw a dog a bone, the dog runs over there, you quickly stand somewhere else. So that's what I did.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
energy exchange for this service. There will always be energy exchange for this service, yes. But sometimes I feel that the price of this energy exchange is not worth the risk that you take. You know, because you can't go into somewhere like, based on my risk assessment, I charge you this price, you know.
Yeah, I
You
think it's
just
a
don't
lot
know.
of unpredictable stuff when you step into this kind of things.
Yeah.
But based on your action, right? Say that you denied an entity its promise, right? But you rescued a family. Does it consider as good or
I
bad
guess you
karma?
hope the heaven sees it as good, lah. You know, it's your human perception, right? Oh, I did something good. You think you did something good, but in the eye of heaven, you
Yeah,
denied
yeah.
something. It's right.
You know, like you broke a specific law, so to speak.
Yeah, but you see, in what I know about heaven and spirituality, if you delay something, it's not considered taking away something.
True lah.
Yeah, like if your life is supposed to be reached at 35, but something happened to your life, heaven don't owe you, no?
You know, it'd be really funny.
What?
Like you send it to a place where the dukun is there also.
You
It's
could die already.
Yeah, lah, exactly. Ma.
Go find him.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be. Okay, that would be the canon now. You send it back to send.
I mean,
you send
if
it
he's
back to
dead, do you think you
dukun.
can find him to help you? To be on your team?
I don't know, man. I don't even have anything of him to pull him.
A photo? Nothing.
You all
His
see,
name?
you all see something just float here?
No.
No,
I swear something just floated here.
Is it
like that.
Like what color is it?
Grey. It's like a smoke.
I know
It
something.
just floated here.
I know suddenly the whole place went very quiet lah. Then you say that.
No, I could see it. See it in my eyes. It just floated right in front of me like that. Can you see, Abby? No? Oh shit. Abby's putting her finger on her lips.
I think, guys, it's time to.
So back to science.
Back to science!
Synesthesia is a neurological trait proven by science, can be seen on fMRI brain scans.
Yeah, what's this called? Homopompia.
Hypnopompia.
Hinopompia.
Let's see, this is my first time watching the lettering crossing. Okay. How long is the time you bought for the diary? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. lah.
You have third eye now, Eugene.
I want the synesthesia also. I need to train.
Actually, you can acquire synesthesia.
How?
Brain injury.
Walao! Mike hit me.
I mean,
So,
a lot of LSD lah.
or LSD, sure, if you, that's what. That the legal way is a brain injury.
I'm
Why though? No, but specifically, what kind of brain injury?
So I co-host a podcast called Let's Talk Synaesthesia with a friend of mine who's a psychologist. Her name is Micah. And we interviewed this guy who acquired synesthesia from a stroke. So when he had the stroke, during the recovery, that's when the form started manifesting. So he could see, he started seeing sounds and everything. Yeah. And he's an amazing person and a really good storyteller. Yeah, the episode is on
okay.
like on Spotify.
What
You
she
can
just
go
said,
listen
I
it.
can confirm.
What?
When I had my episode long ago, yeah, I saw colors everywhere when I was walking around.
Oh.
Yeah.
He saw a toilet in the Thailand forest with aircon. Is that synesthesia?
Okay, the backstory of that is apparently I found an incredibly clean toilet in the military camp, and I had been using it for the whole entire week and didn't tell anyone.
And no one knew it?
Because I
Oh,
don't want people to. I don't share.
It's in the middle of a forest.
Yeah. I mean,
It-
it's
the
in the middle.
Whole
it's
camp,
in the
no
middle
one
of
saw that toilet,
camp.
only him.
But didn't you question why no one is using this toilet?
No.
Like, maybe I shouldn't if no one's going there.
No. If you see the actual toilet, you'd be happy to find that particular toilet. You wouldn't care about everything else.
If we were in a horror movie, he would die first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's like that white
No,
guy
hey
who goes
Guys,
in
there's a
first.
toilet over there.
No, I'm the kind of guy who's like, I'm in danger, but I don't know. But when it happens, I'm like, oh hey, you know?
Oh, look, a bullet casing.
Yeah lah. Hey, got bread, huh? You know, I'm the kind of fella.
Okay, so just now, Zoe, I told you, right, that I have my suspicions that the people in this room may not even be here. Right? Because sitting here on one of the chair, I don't want to point because I'm not even sure if she's here, is a lady I know as T. Amelia. But yet, I see on the comment section, T.
She's not here.
Can you scroll up?
Huh?
Can you scroll up?
She's not
So apparently there's another T, Amelia, 5161, such a coincidence, saying such great effort weekly contents from Eugene, SC, asshole, what's that? Hard. I don't know, it's like
It's this. This.
Chihuahua. Thank you, Zoe, for the sharing too. Something new and interesting for me. Amelia, are you texting us from home? You know, Poppy.
She's remote lah. Remote viewing ah.
Let me TF my YouTube
Today
crash.
the YT crashing a lot ah.
It's the...
times already, no?
It's not us, guys.
I like Gabriel Nightmare. Might enter the Bunya wartime version.
Are they using Singtel? Singtel having a lot of problems.
Yeah. Yeah, so science, guys, science.
Science.
Singtel fucked up.
Yes, correct. It is radio waves.
Must be the heat, sun rays.
Correct. Devices.
I need to go
stuff.
Kanchanaburi camp. Still will find the toilet.
Chris is asking if you have a third eye activation, would he accept it? I have accepted it multiple times. If you've seen my 7-month video last year, I actually went down to the cemetery and there was a medium there and he activated my third eye. But my third eye is... Okay, so people think of third eye like, right
You want
here,
to
right?
open your...
I opened already.
But
it
you
was
made the conscious choice to
made the
open.
conscious choice to. And he opened my left eye. So my left eye could see. And for a while in the cemetery, I could see. But it was not a permanent thing. So under training with Murali, I can also see. But I need to... It's not like now I open my eyes, I can see. So if I want to see something, I have to go into a state of mind.
Okay. Optional
Half
lah.
close my eyes and then using my left eye to see. And then, even then, I see vague outline only.
Okay.
Like Predator.
Okay, so like a very poor optional sight.
Yeah,
Kind of.
yeah.
That needs a lot of concentration and like only at 380p, that kind.
The Taobao version, the 380p.
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
Blur as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Buy glasses.
Ayo, speaking of that, I lost my glasses. You know why I'm not wearing glasses today? I lost my glasses
Oh,
on the flight back. Yeah.
okay.
Damn!
Cannot help now.
Cannot help.
Yeah.
Any other last things that you guys want to share? Zoe, anything you want to share?
I want to share your voices.
Oh, share my voices.
Yeah.
Nice.
Voices. This will be Eugene's voice.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Very,
So
very chill,
usually for male voices, they are lower, so there are a lot of dark colors like dark blue or dark brown.
That's right.
And then your mid tones are quite like orangey, like those ceramic colors.
Mhm.
And
Let
then
me do this.
sometimes like your different tones and stuff. Oh, I don't know whether is it too bright for people to see.
I look like like one of those Japanese artwork, the mountain.
Kind of, I
right,
guess.
on the screen.
Yeah.
There's like they can't really see, but it's like yellow triangle here, and there's like a texture on it. It's not smooth. Yeah,
You
I
can
don't
on the
know.
LED lah. Then
Can
you
you
see.
see?
Yeah.
Maybe turn.
No,
Can you
no
see?
difference.
Oh.
Never mind. I'll post on the channel.
Yeah, I'll export for you.
Thank you.
So that's
You gotta
your
sign off
voice.
for me lah.
Okay, I'll do nicer for you later.
Okay.
Oh, but I also draw Mike's voice. as
Mike,
well.
got for you also.
Thank you. What?
Oh, it's
Wow,
not very
you're
obvious.
so postmodern abstract. Yours is the Kim Chiu design.
Banana peel or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause the quality of his voice is very like milky and like smooth. There's no which is opposite of you, because yours has a lot of like I don't want to say, but grunge in it.
Is that why he's so loud? on
So
the mic all the
manly.
time?
It could be,
Okay.
but there's like a raspiness in your voice, so there's like that texture. But his voice is very clean. It's like milk. And it's like
it's
there's no
milky.
texture in your voice, and it's very consistently yellow.
Yeah.
Like even when you go up and down, it's still like yellow. But for you, when you go up and down, the texture change, the color changes a little bit.
See, we like
Yeah.
the yin and yang, man. You and I.
Let me try
Nice,
to
I like it.
Yeah, like that.
Nice.
Don't know if people can see.
Okay. Wow, this
Show
one.
and tell. Yeah.
This will be a poster on our wall.
That is like
Zoe got
my
sign.
spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely like make it nicer and then
Oh,
I'll
no.
send it to you.
When is Mary Mike? That Mike,
No.
Mike, you both
Look at what Titus did.
Where?
I'm gonna do name now. Milky Mike.
Milky Mike. Mike, you gotta dance.
I don't know how to stance
We
though.
have 4 minutes.
4 minutes, Mike. Come on.
Okay, fine. Let's do this.
Oh wait, I have a couple more things that I just need to say.
Okay.
I know we talked a lot about synesthesia and how fun it is, but
Yes.
I also just want to say that there are also some downsides to it. So if someone were to have synesthesia and they come up to you and they are willing to share with you, please be a bit more kind to them, and also do be aware that they might have some struggles to having synesthesia. Even though synesthesia is not a disorder, it's not an illness, there's nothing to cure, but there are some downsides because that means they have sensitivities to certain things that you probably wouldn't understand. So if you do see them reacting to certain things in a very odd way, it's probably because of their synesthesia. So be a little bit kinder and hold more grace for them, for them. And also I will be holding a workshop next week. So if you're more interested to talk with me about synesthesia, or through whatever that we've been talking about, you realize you have synesthesia, I have a workshop coming out next week in Singapore, which is very rare because I'm almost never here. And then we will talk about synesthesia, or even if you don't have, you can come. We will try to kind of let your senses connect a bit, and then we will have like a essential oil roll-on exercise that you can put together from yourself based on the experiences of letting your senses talk to one another. Yeah, it'll be really fun. The details and everything, I think you can help
If
me.
you guys
post
like
them.
it and you want to see more of her, she's leaving on the first week of April, so there is still some time to gather some interest, and we'll have a meet and greet session and maybe work with aroma therapies around this.
Definitely.
I'll
I'll be happy to meet everybody. Like I would love to actually.
So number to call 988-698-859. Okay, so go check her out on socials as well as Zoe Scribbling, but
The spelling is a bit weird, so I think it's better to like give them a link. Or
yeah,
something.
we'll put up the link on the Facebook group and on YouTube, and for our patrons, you get some first dips on a lot of the things. So if you are our patron, check out the Patreon app for more good stuff. And now we're gonna see
Might dance.
Milky Mike dancing.
How do do that?
That's how we do that, Mike.
No. That's my embarrassment of the year.
Banana.
That was a very good angle just now,
Excellent.
by the way.
As a dancer at heart, that was great. Yeah. I used to be a dancer, so that was good.
What color was that?
Well, if I had that phone, I would tell you, but I don't. So
No color.
All right, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed terribly. You guys have enjoyed our show today that we put up for you. Every week it's a surprise to even myself. We have no idea what's going on. Totally unscripted.
She should come for housekeeping. If she's
I would love for her to come house. Are you free on Tuesdays?
which Tuesday?
Every Tuesday until the time you're gone.
Tuesday. Maybe not. Maybe the week after. I'll check my schedule.
Can.
Yeah. What's housekeeping, by the way?
Housekeeping is a
The
fun version of like Friday Night Live today, right? We very serious, right? Okay, like, not that serious.
Yeah.
But housekeeping is
housekeeping is crazier than what we did.
Okay, I love crazy. Let's do that.
because we actually find stuff online and then we react to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like something.
Yeah. And we would not tell Natasha this because she should know if she watch Friday Night Live. But she never watch, right? Don't know, right, Natasha? Pada muka lu.
Hi, Natasha. Nice to meet you. I'm not part of this. I don't want to put you in a spot.
No, we all love her. She's really hilarious. Yeah. Okay. Wow, great
Alright.
idea.
Okay, so
Please
that's
don't
it.
jump scare me. Someone said jump scare the both of them. Please don't jump scare me. I cannot. I can see my emotions. So like my mind's eye will be filled with that color. So please don't do that. You can surprise me, but not jump scare me.
Okay.
Surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, before we go, I this song that we have for Friday Night Live, and I'm gonna play it for you. And would you be able to tell us? I promise this is the last time I'm gonna ask you about colors tonight.
No, that's fine. Just keep asking.
Okay.
Happy to share.
Mike, hit it.
You want to do that? Okay.
They're curly. His voice is very metallic and like silver. round white ones. Now his voice is going upward like that. And then there's also like it's going this way. The string instrument in the back is very interesting. It's very like it goes down diagonally this way, and then it just like pings open whenever it gets plucked, and then it like vibrates and like fades away. That metallic part like started to disintegrate a little bit when he went "Aye!" Yeah. That was very sharp. Is this the same voice? Because
One's a man, one's a lady.
this one is very like sharp, like almost like a needle, like a white needle. Yeah, it's like the needle bends. And then now it vibrates at the end. Yeah, now it's back to his like metallic voice like this. There's like a tinge of yellow whenever he goes down the pitch a little bit. Yeah. So when he goes very, very high and his voice thins, it becomes like misty and like fall. It becomes like translucent a little bit, like the opacity drops. Yeah, that is like this circular cotton puffy balls that comes on. Yeah, it's like white and then like whatever that one is, it's like here. And then the guitar is like at the bottom, like round like this. I don't know if it's a guitar, but it sounds like it. Electric guitar maybe? So it's like this, and then sometimes it vibrates. It's like disintegrating his voice.
I don't know if you realize this, but you did not blink the whole 2 minutes. The song
I
was
didn't.
playing.
Yeah, I tend, it does happen. There are a few times whenever I draw for my stuff, and then my eyes start watering because I forget to blink because I'm looking so like intently at it. Yeah, it has happened a lot of times. Then I was like, "Are you crying?" No, I just have naturally watery eyes because I don't blink. I forget to blink.
Well, I think we've come to the end of today's Friday Night Live. We'll see you guys back next Tuesday on housekeeping, and tune in for more scares with Natasha. And hopefully the following week we will see Zoe with us in housekeeping.
Okay.
All right, good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.